Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka Beerus Beauty, aka your beauty best friend, and happy Monday! Hey, guess who it is?
It's live in person.
It's live in person. It's the Jeremy McShann, and we're here together today to talk all things reality TV. So, you know what to do. Grab your beverage. Let go. Jeremy McShann, how you doing, sugar?
I am great. This is awesome that we get to do this in person. What?
Listen, I'm so thrilled. One, you're in Miami. Two, we're live in person in a living color. And Jeremy, you look like you got yourself a little tan going on.
I'm like a couple of shades darker. I love it. The sun is doing me right.
Have you had a good trip here in Miami?
I've had a okay trip, y'all. Y'all pray for me. I done lost my ID.
You didn't lose it.
Okay.
You misplaced
I misplaced it.
You haven't found it yet.
So I need my prayer warriors.
So all my beauty besties,
give me prayer hand emojis.
Send Jeremy some good energy so he can find his ID. Yes. Please and thank you.
Yes, I'm laughing about this, but I'm serious. Y'all pray for me, okay?
Hey, Jeremy, can we talk about what happened on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Did you guys watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
Yes, let's talk about it. So, okay, the scene opens up with Erika Jayne vacuuming her house. This is why people
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
Right. No, I mean, but it's laughable because this is why people have such a huge problem with Erika Jayne. She keeps trying to play in our face as if she is vacuuming and cleaning her house any other time.
She is.
Whatever.
Well, I don't know. Listen, Jawar said no. Hey there, sir. First of all, I just have this to say, right? She is really playing on this whole I'm going through it's like let the violence play. I'm going through a divorce. I'm trying to act like I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money, right? And she's vacuuming, wiping down her refrigerator. When have we ever seen a housewife clean their own home?
We've not, unless it's, I mean, and even when she goes to the party and orders a drink, she orders the no apologies, which Garcelle says. I'm pretty sure that was not on purpose at all. So
at all. And on top of that, can we also just take a moment to highlight that she also drives herself to events now?
Oh my God.
So she's really playing the Papa role here.
It's annoying.
She's like, I am poor, y'all.
Poor.
Please. Now, Erika obviously came to the party. Erika had a little bit of a vendetta out for Sutton.
Oh my God, that was really, really crazy. I mean, I just could not believe this situation. But before that happened, Garcelle is talking to Dorit a little bit about, Dorit confronts Garcelle saying that she thinks that she's a bully. Dorit
chose violence that day.
She did.
Dorit said, Garcelle, I have something to say.
Oh my God.
I feel like, you're taking these little jabs and you're almost acting like a bully.
Oh my God. First of all, the B word in any reality TV show, well, in any real life as well, too, is a serious allegation, a serious word.
It is.
And what Garcelle does is she calls out BS when she sees it. And, these women can't take it. And at the end of the day, she was like, well, what did I say? And she was like, oh, yeah, I do remember that. So I love that Garcelle. She's just like.
Garcelle's like, you know what? You're right. I did say this.
Yeah.
However, you're not going to call me a bully because guess what, Dorit? You're only feeling like this because you talk all the time.
Yeah.
And you let no one get a word in.
See, that's where she got it really good and even Cathy was like, well, Dorit is not like you never heard it before.
Did you see Kyle got quiet?
Right.
Kyle was like,
Kyle was loving it because she secretly does not, I don't think she really cares for Dorit at all. Like anytime Dorit is getting that heat, Kyle is loving it, especially when she don't have to be the one that give her the heat.
Absolutely. And they have argued over this over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Now, can we just talk about Lisa Rinna and this whole lip party?
So this is one thing about the lip party. First of all, Crystal was nice enough to throw this lip party in her own home.
Time out. Crystal's backyard
is everything
in this party. Everything. Crystal says, I like to host parties for all my friends. Girl, anytime I would like to host a party in your backyard. Crystal did a hell of a job with that event.
Yeah, no, she did.
It looked
beautiful.
Amazing.
The only thing I thought was really weird about the situation is that we never saw the product. And it was a whole.
We saw gift bags.
We saw the gift bags.
We saw place cards.
We saw none of the Rena beauty.
We did see the product.
What was it?
Rena was at the lunch table and she touched her lip up with it.
Yeah, but if I'm at the party, I want to see it in the actual package. I want to see what it looks like. I want to see it.
I mean, I agree with you. I'm trying to find something over here. Wait, I agree with you. However, Rena was like, let's like her. I can't use that. Okay. That hasn't come out yet. I can't use that.
All right.
I almost pulled something out of my bag to try to illustrate a point. Rena was like,
yes. Beauty
so
bestie.
what are you saying is, I believe Erica is truthful right now, and she didn't steal anybody's money.
Right. I mean, so this is all just very, very crazy. And then the spirit of just engagement and craziness was just all caught up in the spirit. So it got into Erica and Sutton, which was crazy. So Erica and Sutton was basically like, Erica confronted Sutton about her saying she didn't want to be a part of her foolishness, and she was like, well, Sutton, and you don't.
Is that supposed to be Erica's voice?
About, right, yeah.
That's supposed to be.
Yeah.
No,
Sutton.
Erica's not nasal. Erica she has a deep voice.
She has a deep.
So she's like, so Sutton. So are you trying to be all extra proper? Mm-hmm. So her voice is deeper. You just got to do deeper.
Okay, I'm gonna work on it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So she confronts her and Sutton about this thing, and the more I think about this Sutton situation, some of this is very valid, because if she's on the board of charities and organizations, and they don't play about anything that could cause them any kind of anything to them.
Sutton said, I actually got real money. I have real associations and real friendships. So what you're not about to do is have my name attached to you on my first season as a holder of a diamond. Is it champagne or diamonds for them? Diamond. As a diamond, and I now have to explain your antics. Erica acted like she wanted to hit Sutton. She did. Yeah. Erica looked like she was about to get real violent.
Because she was mad. She was big mad. So, I mean, listen, Sutton gets all the claps and the points from me because...
Does she?
She does, because Erica is a tough, scary person. And
yes, Erica can be. Erica can actually be a bully.
No, Erica is the
if we're
bully.
Using the word bully, Erica could be a bully.
Right. The snake is your man.
Ooh.
So, and Sutton is usually so timid and shy, especially with that Crystal thing. And I feel like Crystal was a formidable foe, and Erica is way, level 10 compared to Erica. So the fact that she's standing her
so here's the thing. I think I know what you're trying to say, but here's my thing. Erica is upset because Sutton wants to distance herself. Mm-hmm. You can't be upset. Please, all the beauty besties that are watching, is Erica right being mad at Sutton because Sutton wants to distance herself? Or is Sutton in the right because Sutton says, I have a lot going on, I need to distance myself? I mean, I'm willing to know, I want to know your thoughts here, because we've been talking about this.
Yeah.
Is it a friend to stay in the trenches with you, like Lisa Rinna, who, by the way, is now about to be deposed by the attorneys because Lisa has been riding and dying, talking about, Erica is all innocent. And now they want to know, boo-boo, honey, sister, girl, if you know she's so innocent, tell us how you know. So I think what Sutton is doing is actually smart.
We shall see. But Sutton,
Erica's feelings are hurt. I agree.
I love you. You get in some foolishness and you start lying about it, or stuff ain't adding up.
Well, bitch, I'm just saying, if somebody transferred $20 million into my checking account,
you're gonna know about it.
Hello.
How about, and we're gonna know where it went to. So we ain't gonna have no problem.
Hello. Moving on.
Yes.
What else?
That was Beverly Hills for the most part.
No, because we got to talk about when Kyle went over to visit Cathy.
And that.
Can we just talk about how rich Cathy is?
Can we talk about it?
Cathy not only has this mansion of a mansion, you rich. If you're sitting down in your study, Cathy sat down in her library study wherever they sat and was fed tuna salad on some Ritz crackers, and there is a picture of Michael Jackson in a red jacket sitting behind Cathy. Like, that's rich to me.
That is.
The fact that you're eating tuna salad, some lettuce, and some Ritz crackers is rich.
Served to you.
Served on a TV tray.
Right. A TV tray, right. My mom used to do this stuff. You know, so they had their conversation because obviously throughout all of Beverly Hills, it's been Richard's sisters coming together, breaking up, coming together, breaking up. And so we get to see Cal and Cathy's story as well, too.
Why did they stop talking to each other? Do you know?
So they stopped talking to each other this most recent time is because there was a show that came on, I want to say TV Land or something like that, called American Woman, which it was starring Alicia Silverstone, who I absolutely love. TV
Where is she, by the way?
She's working. She just got off of TV.
What?
American Woman.
Oh, that was recent?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that show was like 18 years ago.
No, this just happened like 2 years ago, maybe.
Oh, I have to go down to the Netflix or
and
YouTube TV.
It was a really good show. It was loosely based off her mom's life. And basically, it was about a woman who was raising 2 young kids after her husband left and just trying to make it in the world in the 70s as a woman. But it was very inspirational, woman empowerment. So I walked away from it like...
It sounds boring.
No, it was it only got 1 season, but I was here for it. I was here for it. So because of that, Cathy didn't think that, you know, there should be any depictions of their family in the media. And she did not like some of the...
Was Cathy depicted on the show, though?
So Cathy was not because, you know, Cathy was like, listen, well, we will write a letter. So the mom, instead of having... She said, I would even do it to my daughters. So that's how much she not playing with y'all, okay? And so she, instead of having 3 daughters in the TV show, she only had 2 daughters. And so I never realized that until this now. I always thought, knowing that there was 3 Richard sisters, always wondered why.
Technically, 2 Richard sisters. So did you know that Cathy is the oldest from a separate relationship? So technically, Kyle and Kim are her half sisters, which is the reason why Kyle and Kim have the same last name, and Cathy had a different last name even before she married the Hilton man. Did you know that?
Listen to it too.
You know, I did my research.
Encyclopedia.
You know, I had to find
Family trade.
I had to find out how deep this money is. I'm still trying to figure out why they lived at the Waldorf Astoria for so long in New York.
Because, well, they didn't.
Money.
Cathy did because she's married to Rick Hilton, and at that time the Waldorf was under the Hilton brand.
But again, to live in the Waldorf Astoria, like Waldorf Paris lived in the Waldorf Astoria.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous. We stayed one time when I was in New York, and we stayed in the big presidential suite. Just
you got money?
No, it was just the Lord blessed us with an upgrade, and it was a slow week.
That's one hell of an upgrade,
was staying there. But it was, first of all, it's humongous. Had like 3 bedrooms, like these. I mean, I can't even begin to describe how amazing the Waldorf Astoria presidential suite was. It's very old Hollywood glam though too, so it puts you in the mind of that thing. But yeah, it was really nice. So the fact that she lived there, what did they say?
Okay, let me look at these comments real quick. Jawad said, "Be rich is cold-blooded." Am I cold-blooded? What I do? And it's a spectator said, because every family has their secrets. Absolutely. And I think Cathy could try to hide behind American, whatever the show was, not wanting to see their family presented. Something else happened.
Yes.
Something else happened that was deeper. Because if you can go almost 10 years and not talk to your sister, and like Kyle said, it's rotational, right? So like at one point, her and Kim were close, then her and Cathy, then Cathy and Kim. So it's been rotational for them. But that's some good old money too, Chuck.
But I also like the fact that it happens so often in families where when the matriarch passes away, like in Black families, it's usually the grandma,
big mama,
and that's holding everything together. And then how things just kind of fall apart when that person's not there. And Cal said, if my mom was here, we would have still had these disagreements, but we would have never gone this long.
Stop talking to each other because you have nobody that says you need to talk. You need to call your sister.
Yeah,
think about your parents. You need to call your sister. You need to call your brother, right? Yes. All right.
You need to call your mama, call your brother, call your sister, call them. Call them. Yes.
So to me, I wondered when we were going to see inside Cathy Hilton's life, and we got a slither. We still haven't seen a lot of inside her. We've only seen her arrive to events, but that was our first time like in her home.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Oh, the one other real quick funny part about it is they're recapping what happened at the Lisa Rinna beauty party. And Cal's talking about when Dorit and Garcelle were going back and forth. And Cassie's like, what? And she was like, you were putting on lipstick during the time. And I did notice that. She
was in there just Cathy checks the heck out. I love that. Cathy can totally be in the middle of the storm, the eye of the cyclone, and will not know what happened. No. And then we'll check in and be like, well, who said that? Who's Peter, Paul, and Mary?
Right.
Like that's Cathy, right?
Yes.
So yes.
Oh, and another great Cathy moment is when they're talking to Dorit about her talking laugh. Cathy's like, well, it's not like you hadn't heard it before. So I love that.
Because Dorit has heard it before. I do love the Cathyisms here. Can we talk about Beverly Hills?
Oh, you mean, but let's talk about Potomac.
I'm sorry. Can we talk about Potomac?
Let's do that.
Potomac.
Well, what are we talking about?
The fact that Wendy slayed the kids. The fact that Karen, the Grand Dame, got...
I'm putting you on notice.
On notice.
Yes.
The fact that the Grand Dame got sworn in as an ambassador for Surrey County, because that's the thing.
Yes.
The fact that Robin had a fake relationship with Juan. There's so much to talk about.
Let's get down to it.
All right. So what do you want to start with first?
Let's talk about this pool situation and all the stuff that happened.
If Giselle don't sit down somewhere trying to pull a Richard Simmons, jazzercise in the pool, a little Suzanne Summer action.
Right, I'm gonna subscribe. She's in the pool for 3 hours.
3 hours, shriveling up like a prune.
Listen, I was gonna say something ugly, but I'm gonna keep it because God don't like ugly.
This is a family show.
It's a family show, yes. And they're talking about the night before with Wendy and how she has been acting, and Giselle calls it just like she's acting so high school. And I hear that thrown out all the time, but what does that really mean?
Childish.
Yes. But I think
they were acting childish.
More often than not, these adult people are acting this way. So, I mean, it's not really high school because it's more acting. Because
it's childish. So here's the thing, right? The fact that Giselle took the information and discussed it with Ashley.
Okay.
Ashley came in, lit the stuff on fire, and walked away. And now Giselle has to deal with the fallout because Giselle brought the information. Ashley didn't know what was happening. Ashley wasn't there. Ashley wasn't staying in the house. So Giselle, and the realest comment I've ever heard Giselle make, and y'all listen to me real good, was when Giselle said, yes, I know I'm shady. Yes, I know I'm messy, but I didn't call Wendy a B. She didn't call Wendy a B, and we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But the fact that she admitted that she was messy and shady was the realest comment ever I've heard out of Giselle Bryant's mouth.
She loves being messy.
Giselle lacks Bryant.
Yeah, Giselle lacks lots of stuff, okay? But, she loves being shady. She loves being messy. And, innocent spectator is saying Giselle acts like she can't do anything. Let's talk about it. She can act like she can't do anything without Robin. I love the fact that, Candace and all of them, even Ascali, is just like, listen, you guys are always anytime that Giselle has a problem, Robin has a problem with it. And it's
guilty by association.
Guilty by association. And that's what Candace was saying to Robin too, that she had association. She didn't like her just by association. And she's like, she's not invited to my wedding, as if there's even going to be one. Is it going to be a wedding? Right. You're horrible.
You just said it.
I don't remember that. I didn't say that, y'all. Do y'all remember?
Is it going to be I just want to know if there's going to be a wedding. That's the first thing. Second piece is, here's the thing, Giselle Bryant. You said what you said, and you took it to Ashley because you knew what Ashley was going to do.
For sure.
So you can't sit here in this moment and act completely dumbfounded, bewitched, and bewildered when somebody brings it to you. She put you on notice, right? Don't talk about my husband.
Don't talk about it.
Robin got the fallout because Robin associates with Wendy. Now, go ahead.
No, but the thing about Robin is it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's right or wrong, she's always going to do it. And Robin's like, I checked Giselle. But when? We don't ever see it. And if she's trying to say she does it behind the scenes, it's not right. It's not fair because you need to be doing it.
You can't do it behind the scenes because it's called reality TV. We see everything else on the screen. Right. I want to see what you do behind the screen. Leave the mic on. At least do something. Make it a hot mic situation. Oh, I didn't know it was on. Do something, but check the heifer.
Yeah, it's about time for this relationship to either go south or for Robin to not return next season. And because, because other than that, Giselle's always going to have a security guard, a guard dog, in a sense, to protect her from all of this. And it's not okay.
Well, so yes, you're right. Now, if we I don't want to fast forward just yet. Can we talk about the Grand Dame
going down to Surrey?
Oh no. Okay. There's so much to talk about.
It's a lot to talk about.
All right. So back up just a little to the pool.
Yes, with Mia talking about
her first husband was not there for the child's birth
because she said he went to the club,
which the strip club,
okay.
Probably where he met you at too. No judgment.
Probably, and so
that strip and
he
take her clothes
said
off.
The stress of it. Actually, he probably was like a no good guy, and I doubt that the strip club was across the street from the hospital because I just don't believe that. But then he brought his PlayStation.
That was okay. Okay, can we talk about that? If you were a female giving birth, all my beauty besties are females that have given birth. Is it wrong for your man to bring a PlayStation to the hospital while he's waiting for you to give birth?
It's wrong because at that point, if I'm in the hospital getting ready to give birth, I need to be comforted. I need to be encouraged, solicited. They're probably in a lot of pain. They're anxious. And you sitting there playing this game is only going to make it worse. You know, these women don't like when
Robin said Juan missed the first 2 kids' birthdays too.
And you see the situation they're in right now, right?
Oh.
And you see where Mia's ex-husband, she said ex, it wasn't G, it was the ex-husband. So, I mean, actions have consequences. So, you know. That
was some ish.
It was
the fact that you gave birth and Juan is not there.
She's like, she said she came through labor fast.
Oh, she must have spit that baby out, huh? Real quick. Anyways, so let's move on to Siri. Tell me why. First of all, you gotta love. I do love Karen's family that they show up for her and they celebrate her for the Grand Dame.
I was happy to even see Ray there.
I was shocked that Ray came out of the chateau.
He did,
and brought her some Publix flowers for this. Now, beautiful Publix flowers. I love Publix flowers. They make the best arrangements.
That's Publix.
Now,
Publix.
Where's the lie?
You know what? It's the thought that counts. Because some of y'all wish y'all got some flowers from Publix. Where your flowers from Publix?
Over there on the next on the end table. Listen, but I bought it myself. I'm not talking ish about the Publix flower. I just said he bought a great flowers. That's all. I gave Ray his credit. Now, with that being said, how is it you go from getting the key as an ambassador to Surrey to Ray taking a microphone and not giving you well wishes, but asking if you told the kids about your newest adventure into Homeline? How do we go from Homeline?
I was confused by that.
To being the ambassador, and from being the ambassador to you selling 3-wick candles?
Yeah, no, I was really confused about that. But also, what does an ambassador do? I mean, this is a real
help solve world hunger.
No, it's a real question. Like,
help solve Surrey hunger.
As the ambassador to Surrey, what does that mean? Like, I've not gotten that explained to me what that means.
I don't know.
Yeah. But what we do know is that she's got candles coming out.
3-wick.
That
not the fills up the entire space. And not just single wick.
Not a single
like
wick.
Wendy.
Not a single
Zen-Wen.
And
I think it was shady. She never told Wendy that she was doing candles herself.
Because when Wendy came to her, it wasn't about her. It
was
about Wendy.
Boy, bye. Do you believe that? Yes. No. Because I would have been like, oh, girl, I'm doing candles too. Did you think about blah, blah, blah? I'm doing 3 wicks on my side. Like, I would have done something like that. But the fact that Wendy came to her with her single wick candle idea and sought counsel from Karen, and Karen said nothing about her home
because
line.
Her idea
that's shady to me.
Come until after Wendy came. It's just like, that's a good idea. Ladam, candles. So Ray just did what production? No, innocent spectator. I don't believe that. I think this was anytime you get a key to a city, it's a momentous occasion, and you would hope that your spouse is there to support you.
No, talking about Ladam. I feel like this means about Ladam.
Okay.
Yeah. Like Ray came, grabbed the microphone. It felt staged, as staged as Robin's phone call with Juan at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Before we talk about that, let's talk about this casting that 3 wicks can fill up to 3 rooms. Up to 3 rooms, okay? I'm going to La Dame today to get my 3-wick candle.
Okay, go ahead. I got my 1 wick back there.
Oh, okay. We support them both, okay? We support Black business. That period. 1 wick, 3 wick. No, well, we need a wick at least, right?
You got to at least have 1 wick.
Wait, what is a wick?
The thing that you like for a candle.
Oh, really? No, I mean, I ain't know, y'all. I thought it was like what you put in. Don't look at me like, don't. Anyway, so let's talk about this. Really, man? Really, friend? really, friend? That's what we're doing? Let me know.
Sorry. First of all, you literally just sat here and we went in on Karen on 3 wicks versus 1 wick and had the nerve to allow what is a wick to come out of your mouth.
Because whatever it was, more wicks is always better.
More wicks than 1? First of all, do you not shop the yellow ducky sale from Bath and Body Works?
Listen,
How do you not know what a...
Okay, so if it has 3 wicks, then
it's bigger.
It's bigger.
And it's more aromatic.
And bigger is better.
You know, size matters. So when you have 3 wicks, you can light the space up more.
All right, but very good. But let's talk about this casting for video that Candace did. Drive Back.
Child, I love Candace's season.
You made
the
me
song
want
is
to
cute.
come back.
The song is cute.
Come back.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's my song.
Are you gonna create it? Y'all know Jeremy is a dancer, right? He's a whole choreographer. He's like a boom cat, Lorianne Gibson. So, are you gonna do? You got a routine for this song?
The song is cute, y'all. The song is cute, and so they did a casting about this video.
I was nervous for Karen and her hip.
Yeah, so they had the 3 teams, the Team Twerkulators, Mia, Robin, and Giselle versus the Nubian Queens, Wendy and Ascali, and Beyonce.
Technically, the team that Mia was on should have won because Mia used to dance for a living.
Well, you had Giselle, rhythmic. Robin was trying to give it to you, though. She was
Robin with her scale dance moves.
Yes, Jay.
She gave me very 1998, Salt and Pepper 1986, whatever.
With that little leg.
And Karen looked like she was about to break a hip.
No, Karen did good. When I was watching it, I was just like, oh, yes. Karen, no.
Karen did good.
Who y'all think did good?
Karen did good.
Was it Karen, Nubians, or the Twerkulators?
Child.
Put it in the comments.
Can we move on from the Thai dance moves?
No, but it was good. Karen won. Okay, so real quick. So Candace said this video, Comeback, it was about, always coming back to the one that you love. No matter what disagreements you have, you're always going to drive back home. So is there anybody you ever had to drive back to?
Is this the same dang on game from last week?
We want to get to know
was that the game from last week?
Who made you want to come back?
I don't know if it's a drive back versus a drive by.
Oh, you did a drive by. Okay.
You got to do a drive by
to make sure you can come back permanently.
So you drive by so that way you can realize that you don't have to come back.
Okay.
So when you drive by,
that's a word.
You don't have to come back.
That's a word.
Because once you drive by, you know that you don't need to be there anymore.
That's a word.
So therefore, come on, somebody.
Candace.
Therefore, you drive by so that way you don't have to drive back. Hey, somebody.
Candace, remix. Drive by. Yes. I like that. There you go. Well, downloadable on all where all music is sold. Let's talk about also the tennis courts, right? So they went to play tennis while the women went to Surrey, right? And that was more or less of them talking about, but Candace really held Giselle and Robin to the flame. She was basically like, listen, we don't have time for he said I drove back. All right now, you better drive back, or drive by.
Drive by, sure.
Drive by.
Save yourself some heartaches drive by.
Please drive by. Please drive by. But she was like, we don't have time. Anthony Quinn, drive by. Oh, I can't read that. Can you read that? Come here.
Oh, yeah, I can. Drive by and get that D. So what they're saying is they're driving by, getting the dissertation, and then they're heading home.
What's a dissertation?
It's an act of communication. It's a
How do you do? What form of communication is it?
I don't know. You have to ask Anthony.
Oh,
there you
okay.
go.
All
Keep
right.
moving.
Yes. Well, anyway,
it's oral communication, if I'm not mistaken, because it's like when you have like notes and you have a dissertation, it's oral. So you're speaking it out loud. So you're driving by, you're getting your dissertation to have an oral conversation with someone.
I'm gonna just drive by, and we're gonna go to this dinner. So, what do you think about the dinner?
The fact that Robin had to come so hard because Wendy came so hard for her, Robin had to send Juan a heads up and was like, I got to call you. Because it was the stalest of stales. Hey, honey, as we don't have a non-existent relationship. Like it was, who has a conversation with their spouse while they're in the middle of shooting dinner?
Facts.
Never.
Facts.
It was staged.
She set him up.
It was intentional.
Because he didn't know. She probably texted him and said, hey, call me real quick. He calls. And because he was not here for that.
Yes, because Juan was not here for it. Juan is not here for any of the smoke with them, by the way. Juan is like, Robin, I'm getting in shape up. Call me later. Juan is not here for it. Juan is not here until Juan has to show up for an event. Right. Anthony says it's an oral dissertation. It's an oral community. Thank you, Anthony. I knew what you meant when you said you had to drive by for your dissertation. I got you, boo.
I'm saved, so I'm driving by. Okay. Robin is so whack.
Can we talk about the fact that Candace said this dinner was not casual, but slightly comfortable. She said cocktail, no jeans. Who walks up with me with jeans on?
The fashion slayer, the fashion goddess, the one whose fashions you all wish you had, Miss Giselle Bryant. Fashion is her middle name. Fashion is fashion. Yeah, she looks, come on now. But anyways, none of them.
Now I liked her jeans and her crop top
for going to the Nets game, a baseball game.
Oh yeah, or the family day with your kids at the park.
Right.
But the Gucci crop top and the jeans for the cocktail dinner was not appropriate.
It was just.
But then again, did we expect for her to get it right?
No. So we have this dinner while they were on the way back from Surrey. Mia gives the women saying that Giselle said that Wendy was a weak bitch when she left. Which
Giselle did not say those exact words, by the way.
Okay, so she did not say those words, but if you define a weak bitch, that's what she said. She said that's what it is.
No, because what Giselle said was, if you're going to crumble at things like this, you don't need to be in this group. That's different than calling somebody a weak bitch.
Weak bitch is
it's not the same. It's not the same.
What's a weak bitch?
We're talking about what she said. What she said and what Mia communicated were two different stories.
She didn't call her a weak bitch, but she described what a weak bitch was. So that's what she should have said. I would have said if I was Mia, girl, she basically called you a weak bitch. She
should have said basically, but she said it as if it was facts. And then when she was asked about it, and she was like, well, I think she said something along those lines. And then when we got to the dinner table and everybody that witnessed that conversation looked confused. Then she ate her words and had to backpedal to the point that Wendy was like, Mia. Girl, Mia. No. She was like, Mia.
Yes. And Wendy was not here to give a toast to friendship. And Wendy is like, I want to give a toast to all the women with husbands and real relationships with husbands that don't cheat on them. Cheers to that.
If that's not the wait a minute, if that's not the real tea. So I'm excited because we got a chance to see the mid-season trailer for the rest of the season. Mm-hmm. And I kept reading in the blogs that Michael Darby was going to get into it with somebody else. And I think we see a little bit of what's about to come when Karen does her vow renewal. Michael Darby is going to show his A again. We're going to see some more drama from the girls, and I'm here for it.
Yes, I'm here for it too.
But can we talk about drama?
Let's talk about drama.
Well, word on the curve is that they've now announced the cast for Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Whoa, what? Who's in the cast?
Did y'all not hear this? So according to blog site Tamara Tattles, it's Tamara Tales, one of those blogs. Tattles. I think it's Tattles, yeah? Tamara Tattles. Mm-hmm. She's saying that it's Kenya.
Okay.
Candy, which we knew because Candy said she was coming back. And Portia, which we knew as well because Portia got that Simon storyline sugar.
Yep.
Sheba Sheree.
Yes. Who gonna check me, boo?
I just need the joggers, spring, summer. Who's gonna hold her to that? Marlo and Drew Sidora. Did you guys hear about that?
That's my girl. Where's Cynthia?
It's okay. So they have not confirmed friends of the show yet. So I don't know if Cynthia's going to be a friend of the show or if Cynthia's gone. But Cynthia, when she did her last round of press, I kind of felt like Cynthia saw the writing on the wall and she kind of started giving us like the goodbyes.
Cynthia's classy always.
And she's smart enough to know when
the writing is on the wall.
When the clock strikes midnight, this is all going to turn into back to the pumpkin and rags, right?
Facts.
So my thing is, really quickly, I need Marlo to open up her little black book and tell us where she's getting her money from if she wants to be a full-time peach holder. I need to know.
She's been on the show since.
I need to know. Child, those people are the friends of the show do not get paid like that.
Listen.
I need to know where Marlo's getting her money from. I'm really not overly excited that Drew's coming back with Ralph.
I love Drew. Drew gave it to everything you needed last season.
Drew gave us My Husband Left for 4 Days storyline.
No. Drew gave you fun. She gave you fine husband. She gave you drama with the husband. She gave you family dynamics with the mama living in the house. Why
does Ralph give me crazy teas?
Because he is crazy. Now listen, he may be fine, but listen, you got to run from that because that is drama. No, absolutely not.
No, I need to know the business from Marlo. I need Drew to bring a strong storyline.
Drew is going to give you fun girl. She's definitely stepped up her glam.
I need love after lockdown with Sheree. I need the people knocking on the door.
I'm going to go answer it. All right.
Go answer. Come on in the room. So I need all of it for this new episode and this new season. So with that being said, I need Sheree to talk about her love after lockdown. I need Marlo to give us all the good details. I agree. Drew is weird to me, right? I need
this was a scheme set up by Todd
to bring us the push.
Because you know what? He knows that I stand for Drew. And as soon as I was trying to lift my sister up, he had sent somebody to knock on the door, so I was here so he could spew his Fox News hate towards Drew Sidora.
And on that note, we gotta go. Guys, you know what to do. If you like this video, leave us a comment. Make sure you watch this, share this, because we need 100 views. We still haven't got to 100 views yet on any of our videos. Because guess what? Jeremy is still not on Twitter yet. So we got to get to 100 views to get Jeremy on Twitter. We'll see you next week for more reality conversation. But in the meantime, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video if you like, and leave us a comment. Who loves you? I do. See you next time. Bye.
All right.